know the good that can come out of having a good people in your corner. But sometimes even the best of friendships can turn sour and may no longer serve you the way that they once did.
Joining us now to talk about this is the owner of Calm Pittsburgh, Dana Kirkpatrick. Dana, good morning. Good afternoon, I should say, right? I'm so confused. We recently talked about maintaining friendships on the show. So what are some signs that you need to possibly end a friendship? Because it happens often.
It does. And, you know, I was talking in the green room earlier about things that we used to naturally wait to happen, like, oh, they moved away. Well, now social media those natural breaks that people would rely on aren't there anymore. So if you are dreading a friend, or every time they pick up, well, in our day would be the phone rings, but you see a text and you have dread come in, or the relationship's not reciprocal. I went through breast cancer, and unfortunately things like that, having a baby, having kids, like any of these changes kind of shine a light on who's your true friends. And not that you want that to happen, but it just does, because it reflects on them.
So how do you effectively end a friendship? Is it easy just to kind of slowly back away, or is there a more direct conversation that needs to be had?
Well, I have ADHD, so I appreciate direct relationships and direct conversations. I could take it if you didn't invite me back here. I would appreciate if you said, people didn't like you, and I'd be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Like, I find myself annoying. That is reassuring in some weird way. But really, this, like, when somebody can be honest, because friend breakups, we see it with marriages too. It's the hardest part. My husband's my best friend. So the idea of like grieving a loss of your friend and, your relationship, but with other friends, it's if you want to break up with a friend, you probably have some anxiety, and the anxiety is warranted because maybe they're a person who's going to be dramatic about it. Maybe they're a person who, somebody had said to me, like, oh, it's the cancer. Maybe it's the cancer. And it's like, okay, this is why I was breaking up with you. You're just reassured.
You're giving me that reason.
I always find it more difficult to break up with a friend than maybe a romantic relationship. But I find as I'm getting older that not every friend is meant to be with you the entire span of your life. Like, you're meant to go through different seasons with different people.
Exactly. And they can come back and move it. And you see with different kids, parent ages. I like having younger people as friends because it's nice to be around that kind of dynamic. It's also, if you're going to stay healthy, I was telling my husband's grandmothers are both in their 90s and watching this, and they don't have a lot of friends because they're healthy, and a lot of people in their 90s are not alive.
Right.
So you need to make more friends. Yeah, so being healthy, you kind of get punished in our world by longevity. So you do have to, spread that out, and if you're not feeling valued the way you would value somebody, then that's where you break away. I've never felt tokenized until having had cancer, or being where somebody's like, oh no, that's my friend with cancer. That's my friend who's been on the news. So making sure that you are a person to them, and it's oh, that's Dana, I know her. Not, oh, Dana with breast cancer. Like, how are you defined? And if you know them, so that's kind of making sure that you can have that value.
Is that a bad way to look at friendship? Because I sometimes do this, is because everybody is different, that they have their purpose in your life. So someone might be your going out friend. Like, if you go out with them, it's going to be a fun time.
Absolutely.
And then you have your friend who's just a really good listener. And so you kind of like almost assign these roles to individuals. But that could also go for different age groups, like you said, making sure that you spread that out across. Yeah.
It's healthy for, we call that code switching a lot, because, it's not fair with my clients. Like, I have to be like, oh, you have young kids. Oh, you're not from Pittsburgh. We have to kind of code switch. But I love having friends that, I have cancer friends who I can talk about death with. I have kids, people with young kids that I can love on your kids because I have teenagers. I have friends with teenagers. It's knowing that I have friends from Shaler, like where I grew up. It's how you get to be that person, as long as you're still authentic. And I feel if you would bump into any of those spaces and see me, I'm still myself. Right. It's just I get to lean in a little bit, right? And I think a lot of people that are insecure, they feel, oh, it's threatening to them. You threaten them. A lot of times working moms threaten, the idea of somebody who's not working, which I'm great. You can, if you don't want to work, you work.
That's fine.
Great.
To each their
But
own.
if you reflect on that sometimes,
Yeah.
that's, yeah.
I think in an effort to maintain friendships and keep the friends that you
Yes.
have, I've come to the conclusion, and I don't know, Heather, if I speak the same for you, but that friends are not perfect.
Yeah.
They make mistakes, just like
Yes.
your spouse might, or a boyfriend, or
Right.
a girlfriend. And so there has to be a level of forgiveness and
Yes.
understanding.
Yes.
And just, I
Yes.
mean, because if you've been friends with someone long enough, you're going to go
Yes.
through things.
You are, yeah.
Yes, and understanding ignorance, like the kids are young. So, you know, you'll see with your little kids, I don't know if you've had this happen, but, you know, kids are mean. They just say things to other kids. Your kid will do it too. But when they say, you know, so-and-so said this, you're like, that's it. They're never
Yeah.
coming to my house again.
Right. Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah.
But then you will hear, you know, oh, they're my best friend, or can they go to their birthday party? And so we have to reconcile in real time how to demonstrate these things to
How
our
to be that
kids.
same way.
So being
Yeah.
forgiving and saying, you know, maybe he didn't mean that because he heard it from somebody else. So giving that benefit of the doubt and then us listening to that, which is hard. As a parent, is hard.
Relationships are hard,
They
no
are
matter
very hard.
which
They
way
are.
you slice it.
Any ones that are good are worth it.
That's
right.
So we talk a lot about rupture and repair. So if you have the willingness to rupture a relationship and say, hey, this is uncomfortable, I don't like when you talk about this, and then they stay with you, it's always stronger. And that
Always
goes
stronger,
for
yeah.
like with, you know, you guys know with working with people too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
Dana,
definitely.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
What a
Good
great
information.
conversation.
Thank you.
Yes.
Anytime.
For more information on Calm Pittsburgh, you can head to our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh. We'll be right back.